It's the HBS show with lesson, the screen goddess. History behind success of your role model. Yeah, Oluwa lifted me higher. Oh, now they wanna eat with me. Now they wanna drink with me. Now they see me as something. But I can't forget yesterday when they saw me as nothing. No one knows tomorrow, brother. No one knows tomorrow, sister. No one knows tomorrow, mama. No one knows tomorrow, Baba. Yeah.
Wow! Good to have you again on the program HBS Show with Blessing, History Behind Success. My guest on the program is a man who started from the humble beginning, a man who is actually focused, a man that loves God, a man that loves good things. He has imparted in the life of so many people. Who is this man? Join me as I make welcome to the program the Honorable Commissioner for Science and Technology, Dr. ODINIGWE to the program.
It's the HBS show with lesson, the screen goddess. History behind success of your role model.
So what's the secret of this, your handsomeness?
I try to have rest of mind, and also when you have a good family at home, and every time you close from work, you get complete rest of mind when you get home, and you're around people who you love and understand. It helps.
Okay, I'm spelling on you.
Hmm.
All right, tell us, how was your growing up like?
In fairness, it was okay. Ups and downs at different times, but we can't complain much. We'll just thank God. My primary school days in Benin wasn't a completely rich and okay background. Yeah, but I thank my mom for trying as much as she could to see us through school. I went to a first primary school, which was a very good school then, though it wasn't very easy to pay the school fees. So then, for civilians, like we say, we used to pay 120 naira. Our house wasn't far from the school. There was no privilege of cars, so I had to, what they say then, say you trek to school. But now people try and trek up and down to keep fit for health wise. So
Yes.
maybe it was even good then to walk to school. I drove to school a couple of times to had car drop us in school a couple of times, but you could count maybe like 5. I remember when I finished my last paper in primary 5, I was privileged to enter a car out of school then because things had started coming and they were getting better. But it was fun. From there, I moved down to Asaba after the state was created. Then things started coming up. Went back again because the military had to take over during that time. And went back to where we were all coming from. Over time, we could manage the situation. We only pray for things to keep getting better, and they started getting better, and we started doing what we should do by learning how to do business at a young age.
Okay, before then, you said you actually appreciated your mother for her contribution. So what was her contribution at that time?
Everything from my clothes to my school fees to the food on the table to advice, morals, teaching you on the right path, everything, absolutely everything, no exception. Most importantly, love was there, and it's still there. It's still going stronger.
Wow. All right, so tell us, you said you started business.
Yeah, we had a video club when we moved to Asaba, which was how we were fending for ourselves. So I got to learn a little part of business from there immediately. I was still in secondary school, but I could see why I was seeing myself working at the video club after school hours. When I come back, I go home, change, come to the video club, assist people working there, then go for lessons. I come back to the video club, then go home. So maybe for the fact that I'm always very curious and I like money, so it was very easy for me
That
to blend.
determination was
Yeah,
there.
it was very easy for me to blend in because naturally, if there's anything, we all get to live life. God is the ultimate. Nobody knows when he'll be called. But at least while we're here now, me, the only thing I'm scared of is going broke. So I
Yes.
try as much as possible
To
to
prevent it.
to prevent it and get my hands involved in legit business in different places. That was it.
Alright, so after your secondary school, what about your university days?
University days was good. It was good. It was smooth. I went to Ambosali University, Ekpoma. That's where I had my first degree. So it was a nice school, a tough one also. It still straightens you up, teaches you to be strong. Anybody they'll tell you say anybody when go Ekpoma, nothing you go see for Nigeria when go shock up. So it was a good school. It helped build us up on various parts. Then also I'd already at the time I was in Ekpoma, I'd opened my studio.
Wow.
I had a studio, a musical studio, Flex World. I had DJs who go and play weekends for parties and all that.
So you are in school and you're still making money.
Yes, I was. I was in school and I still had that. Then I opened a boutique also while I was still in school. So I practically was very okay when I was in school because I had little opportunities, got some jobs, saved the money, and started something for myself. Everybody likes good things, so it's better for you to try as much as possible to be able to afford them for yourself and for people around you. So I told that line very fast.
So when we're talking, you said the up and down in life, and thank God you're able to overcome it. Can you tell us little stories about the ups at that time?
It wasn't always there. The downs, it wasn't always there. You know, nothing was rosy all through. It wasn't always there. It was pretty difficult going to school when you see your mates, they come in cars, they drop them, and you get to trek to school every day. When you don't change your uniform for like primary 1, primary 2, and you have to buy a very big one so it will allow you wear it
As you are growing.
Yeah, as you're growing. You know, and maybe I won't say I was unlucky, it was fine anyways. I had an elder brother.
Okay.
And I have a younger sister. So you see the problem. I was in the middle. He will get the new things. When it's done, he will pass to me. My sister always get new things because she's a girl. So I was in the middle and I was the one taking. I was receiving, but I didn't mind it. It was still very fine by me because my brother was more like my model. So anything coming from him was good for me. So it wasn't always there. You know, sometimes you still stay. You don't get to go to parties that other kids go for. You don't get invited. There was this issue of class. It happens, it even happens till today, but your ability to look beyond those ones and be able to concentrate and focus on what you should do and don't let it get at you will take you a very long way. I'm sure as I said, my mom helped mold us well. And later on, when things started coming up, most of the things we wished for, we got. I remember going to a friend's house then in GRA around Gapiona. This place is fine. Oh, I wish one day we'll have something like this. They brought out video games to play. I didn't know what it was like then. But by the time they created Delta State, God willing, my mom got a house in that same Gapiona.
Wow.
And I had like 3 or 4 games later for myself. It's just a phase. People need to be strong-willed. You know that there's time for everything.
Definitely.
God knows exactly what He's doing. You can't take it away. There's time for everything to always come to pass.
Yeah.
Even a very persistent problem goes away at its own time. So,
sir, you know, as a youth at that time, and the challenges of the emptiness around, and you also have friends that are not focused, but you were able to overcome all those shoddy things. You make sure that you are focused, you're determined, because you know that you have a future. How were you able to overcome those friends and make sure that you focus on what you want?
I had a couple of good friends then too who wouldn't let that matter to you. I'm talking about primary school, and I had a friend who, the mom, may also rest in peace, Miss Guam. At a point in time, she started bringing 2 food to school. Because they give children carry food to school now. Then
Yeah.
I didn't used to. So I was always eating his own food, my friend Koso. And the teacher would keep complaining. I had to tell the mom, and mom was like, who is this person always eating? She came to school and she looked at me and she knew if this one not chop, she die. Nowhere to get food from. There's not that privilege.
Yeah.
So every time Koso comes to school, he comes with 2 coolers. One for me, one for himself. You know, so I had people like that around me. So I really didn't feel it that much. And trust me, where you don't have, you have to make up with another one.
Yeah.
If you come and ask for me because you used to be too rich, then me, I had a bad mouth. So I'll talk to you with my mouth. So maybe they tried to avoid me and not scold me too much, because I will tell you something worse. And you can't win on both sides.
Yes.
You are richer than me, you are not poorer than me. So one person will take one and one person will take the other. So, but I didn't let it affect me growing up. Obviously, it was the training. You know, always be content with what you have. Don't. Everything will come. An uncle of mine used to say that time, no matter the time a woman sews the cloth, you always see the shoulder to put down. So calm down, your time will come. You know. From then to secondary school, university, I didn't let any of all those affect me, because it started turning. You know, those who didn't want to be close to me from primary school and partly secondary school wanted to get close to me in the university. The ones who went to school together, yeah, because that changed, and I was now, I was now what they refer to as a big boy. Yes, frankly speaking, like my friend Koso, he was still very okay, but then in the university I was well off. You know, like I said, business was my thing.
Yes.
I was in school, I had a car in school.
Wow.
I actually used 2 cars at a point in school. My cars I bought myself.
Wow.
And the fact that I don't like getting distracted, far back then I had to get the DSTV in my house, because I didn't want to be going home to go and watch football. I'm a big Manchester United fan, and I'm also Premier League. You know, so I could do all those in school. Nobody, sometimes I sit down and I look, I'm like, is this you? Never thought I could afford all those earlier on in life. But
so how were you able to manage this big boy thing in school? Because you know, money has power to just wave you off your track.
Trust me, if
how were you able to do that?
If you've been broke before, you'll never let money get into your head. You won't. And again, it comes with being humble. I might be a millionaire now, and I feel very good, and I'm like, yes, I have millions. But when you sit down and you think about it and know that that amount of money you have in your bank account that you are feeling cool with, somebody pays that money as tithes in church.
That's true.
You couple yourself and you behave. Yeah. So it's training, it's your mindset. I can't get carried away with the fact that maybe money okay or somebody's well to do. You need to be focused and know exactly. I went to school. I didn't go to school to go and show off money. I went to school to get a result. And it was adamant that I had to finish and graduate with a result. That's the goal. Every other thing is extra. But that thing that you are fixed on that should be achieved should be achieved. So I didn't let that get into me or get me carried away. Nobody is perfect. Over sometimes you would have made some mistakes, of course, which I did. We all do. Yeah, but for me, it's a win-win because I was okay and I still graduated. You know, so I was able to
Can you
manage
tell
it.
us your most challenging moment at that time?
That should be around 93, around 93 to 94 was when, from the 93 time, it was that military had taken over back after the state was created, because my mom was commissioner when Delta State was created. She was the first female commissioner then, but the military took over. So things weren't very stable for us then. It was hard, and yeah, we had that video club then, which was just coming up. But my mom had to travel back to the UK to work as a nurse to practice her profession. So she wasn't around. It was difficult. Yeah, but my uncle was there. He tried and was always with us. My elder brother was also there, but he left the country in 94 or 95. Immediately he finished university. So that time was pretty tough. I was there, my younger sister was there. I had to make sure she was well behaved and okay. But today, can we say, tough things don't last and they only make you stronger.
Tough things don't last. In case you're just joining us, it is HBS show History Behind Success, and our guest on the program is the Honorable Commissioner for Science and Technology, talking about Dr. ODINIGWE. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, HBS Show with Blessing. Share it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's the HBS show with Blessing, the screen goddess. History behind success of your role model. Yeah, Oluwa lifted me higher. Oh, now they wanna eat with me. Now they wanna drink with me. Now they see me as something. But I can't forget yesterday when they saw me as nothing. No one knows tomorrow, brother. No one knows tomorrow, sister. No one knows tomorrow, mama. No one knows tomorrow, Papa. Yeah. It's the HBS show with Blessing, the screen goddess. History behind success of your role model.
Good to know that you're still there, you're still on the program, HBS Show with Blessing, History Behind Success. So, before the break, you said that tough times don't last forever, and which is true. Tell us, because there are a lot of youth out there who actually want to go into politics. Can you tell us how you started, how you entered politics?
Just a very nice thing to talk about. I might not finish talking about this one, so I'll have to cut it short.
Yes.
But practically, I got interested and into politics from 1999. That was when this new democracy regime began in Nigeria, and I had to always move with my mom to the village for political meetings and all that. So I picked up interest in it. Yes, in school I still did some politics. In secondary school, where we'll have our clubs, contested election, and rally around people to make sure they voted for us, which I did as a PRO in Literary and Liberty Society, and I was first president of Interact Club, which is Rotary Club in my school. So I transitioned from there, and I was learning under my mom's tutelage how they were moving for politics and everything from 99. So it was good. I liked the adrenaline involved in it. I liked the politicking, the strategy, the planning, knowing what to do at a point in time, knowing what to offer. I'm still learning anyways. At least I'm learning from one of the best. So it was okay. I got stuck in it completely. It was just my thing. It was something I liked. It was something I wanted to remain in.
You have passion.
Yeah, something I want to always keep doing. Funny enough, I practically do politics in everything I'm doing right now. Even in the different clubs and organizations I belong to, I do politics. I play politics.
It's inside of
Yes, it's inside. There's always that thing that wants to make me bring politics to it. So in 2008, I contested election. And I was elected councillor of Ward 3, Anyacha North Local Government of Bongba to be precise. I haven't stopped since then, and I don't think I will at any point in time.
All right. Just before we go, sir, you have a very beautiful wife. So tell us, how did you meet your wife?
Back in school, maybe like 2003, 2004. That's when I met her in school. It was a long story, so
we want to hear the story.
We were off and on for a period of time. Came back while we went for service, but we went to serve in different places. She served in Port Harcourt, I served in Osun State. But we kept in touch. And after that, I came back, which was when I contested my election. We were still together. About you're wasting time. This is the best person that can manage you. If she has managed you this long in a relationship, she'll definitely be able to manage you in the house. Because I'm a very difficult person. I know myself. Again, I have issues with things being in the right place at the right time. Don't come and get my room scattered or anything. I like everywhere being very neat. So if she has tolerated all that with a lot of my other excesses, obviously I was a bachelor then, so definitely you want to enjoy life and play around. Yeah, but she stood by me. But I knew she was the right person, and I'm happy and I'm enjoying it today.
So how did you feel the first time you became a father?
It was out of this world. I remember it like it was yesterday. 2012, 27th of June. I was driving. I was actually on Jesus Saves Road with a friend of mine in the car, Chuka. Just passing the presidential lodge, and my phone rang. I looked at it. It was a call I've been waiting for. So I picked, and what my wife said was, "Hear your son cry." And I was just hearing it. And funny enough, I was playing a song that related to that in the car, Glory. I don't forget it. It's still very fresh in my memory. There is some time now, but I was over the moon. I couldn't see them immediately, obviously, because they were not in the country. So I drove straight to my mom's house to go and tell her. Continued, and I had an event we were planning. It was in the middle of an event. The next day was meant to be the event, so the stress and everything just wiped once. So it was fun. It was good.
Okay, so how do you tell us about your social life? You're a busy person. So how do you combat family, social life, and work together?
It's difficult with the kind of work I'm doing now, it affects definitely your social life because most of the people who see you normally won't see you, not because you don't want to see them. That's always the mistake they make, but because of the time, how to merge these things. Like now, we don't have our life.
Yeah.
We could be called up at any time to do something. The little space you might have, you might want to spend with your family. Then not having the time for the social one. So people misconstrue it and they say people get into power and they tend not to see. Not true. So good enough, I have people who are around me as friends, who are close to me, who actually understand how it's like. But I try as much as possible to always find time because it's necessary. I'll come back to what I was saying before as a politician. Places I go to before I got to this level, I try to still go to those places. There are some places we go to eat local food. I still drive there, like junior staff quarters. Some other places, I take out my time to try and get to those places and still see the people. Yeah, and keep those relationships. It's important because later you're going to come to beg them for votes. So when you try not to distance yourself too much, social part in a politician's life is very necessary because it helps you stay with the people. They see you, you will stay together. So it won't be too much of an issue for you to come back and ask, okay, please support my party, support us. And again, when you people are like that together, everybody gets the benefits. So it's good for people to also keep their social life. Try and merge it up once in a while. If you're someone who goes out with the boys maybe 3 times in a month before, you try, even if it's once. Just go out with them, but having late night, still stay with them, you gist, you have fun, go back home. Keep the bond, try and keep it. It's really necessary.
Just before we go, youth these days, we have a lot of youth who, because of what is happening in the country, they decided to do what is not right. You understand? So I want you to advise the youth today to be focused.
Everything has time. Yeah, everything has its time. There's no need to be in a rush. And God knows best. The issue of being content with what you have plays a very big role. And to know that with time, you also be able to afford the good things of life. Nobody's stopping anybody from doing business or trying to make money, but do it in a legit way. Trust me, the quick money syndrome, it can never be the best. It might come now, but the implications outweighs whatever benefits you will get. Somebody like me, I like my sleep at night. So I wouldn't advise anybody to get into something that when you're sleeping at night, you're scared. So people don't come looking for you. You've cheated somebody somewhere. That one that you're getting will be enough for you. But nothing happens to you without God. It doesn't give you anything that is bigger than you to take. I mean, you see some people say, this person get this thing. This person they suffer from this sickness. This guy can get this problem. It won't come to you if it's bigger than you. God won't give it to you. When you have this mindset, there's no need to be in a rush. Take your time. Things will fall into place one way or the other. Just keep your mind, stay focused. Just go for exactly what you want. Pick out your goals, set them, try and meet up with all of them. You might not at the same time, but from one, you move to the next one, then you move to the next one. It's encouraging when you see you're able to achieve 60% of what you plan to do in a year. Next year, you buckle up and try better.
Thank you so much for your time on this program. All right, we've come to the end of the program. HBS show with Blessing. No doubt you had a short time. You heard what he said. Be focused. Stay put in whatever thing you're doing. And also, he said that there is time for everything. Do not rush yourself. God's time is always the best. It might not be rosy now, but not to worry. Very soon, it will be rosy. I am Blessing of Omia. updated me next week for a fresh package.
It's the HBS show with Blessing, the screen goddess. History behind success of your role model.